Good morning from Abergavenny. We stayed here last night at the Lamb and Flag, and we're about ready to head off on an epic day because today we're going to Ireland.
That's right, but before we go to Ireland, we're going to see some of the wonderful South Wales countryside. We're going to go straight now to the Gospel Pass. This, I think, is the highest road in Wales, so that's going to be awesome. And then I think after that, we're going to try and get breakfast at the Honey Cafe, which opens at 9 o'clock. So I think we'll get there just as it opens. Weather is fantastic again today, so let's head over to Ireland then.
Oh, I am so excited. Can I hop on?
You sure can?
Alright.
Right, off we go. It is a chilly start today. It's 6 degrees.
It's definitely not the warmest.
The sun is starting to come out, which is going to warm us up pretty soon.
Oh, it's good to be back in Wales. The air is so clean.
It is, isn't it? You're right.
This is the thing with Wales. There's so many little lanes.
There is, isn't there? But we were hitting the pass straight away, taking us around the houses a bit.
It's like mossed over tarmac.
Yeah, this isn't a often used road. This one.
It's cool though.
It is, isn't it? Right, I think it connects to the main road down here.
Shadow just wanted to take us on an early morning adventure.
I think so, yeah. He's very keen today.
I wouldn't have thought Wales's highest road would be in this region. I'd have thought it would have been in northern Wales, up in Snowdonia.
Yeah, I thought the same, to be honest, but I haven't actually been to South Wales before. Being from North Wales, that's where we spent most of our time. Yeah, I didn't actually venture down here, so I'll be interested to see.
It feels very familiar to North Wales right now. We've got rolling hills, sheep everywhere.
It does.
Hedgerows.
It is wonderful, isn't it? It's beautiful here. Yeah. For those that don't know or are not from around here, the United Kingdom is made up of 4 parts: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. And I think each one has their own government, so they can make their own decisions within each country. And recently Wales decided to reduce their speed limits from 30 miles an hour to 20 miles an hour in the smaller areas or the upbuilt areas, which has caused a big uproar because people are having to go very slowly now, and I think it cost millions of pounds to put it into place.
So you need to add an extra couple of days onto your route through Wales from now on.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. With these new speed limits, you might need a little bit more time to tour Wales than you did in the past. Oh, it's wonderful here, isn't it? It's nice to be back in Wales. In fact, while we're waiting to get to the pass, I think we should practice a little bit of our Welsh. Because again, I think many people actually in Europe don't realise that Wales has its own language, and it's a really old Celtic language. As I went to school in Wales, although it was an English-speaking school, we did have to learn a little bit of Welsh. However, Emily behind us here, for her primary school, was completely in Welsh, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I think I was 3 when we moved from England into Wales, and I lived in Wales till I was 18, so most of my life I've been in Wales, and my primary school, all my subjects were in Welsh. I think at the time there was some kind of governmental funding to get more people to speak Welsh or something, because the school was very focused on it, more than I think my parents knew at the time. But when I went into a very English-speaking high school, I couldn't spell or read very well in English. It was all Welsh for me.
So you basically had to learn English, basically as a second language, didn't you?
Yeah, it was quite difficult, to be honest. But being
Yeah, I
back
can
here
imagine
now,
so.
and then you see all of the signs, and I know why I spell so badly. now.
Yeah, because you've got like different letters as well in the Welsh. You've got the
Yeah.
double L, haven't you, which is like a sl noise, I think,
Yeah.
if I remember rightly. And,
Yeah, you make some strange noises when you speak Welsh.
let me see if I can remember. So, 1 to 10 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right then?
That's it.
Is
Yeah,
that good?
spot on.
What else can I remember? Beth Udu de Edudi is what is your name?
That's it. Say Emily
Sean-
Udui.
Emily Udu. Yep, your name is Emily. How are you? That's Siddiqui Heddiw. Siddiqui Heddiw, Emily.
Diolch, diolch. I'm
Da
well,
iawn,
thank you,
diolch.
yeah.
So that's very good, thank you. There you are, it's all
It's
coming
quite-
back.
Yeah, it is quite an interesting language. In my head, all I say all the time is, you know, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. The song that you sing as a kid. I
Yeah.
sang it so many times in Welsh. It's pen ysgwyddau coesau draed, pen ysgwyddau coesau draed,
There you go, you're
clogau
back in your
clistiau
element.
trwy pen ysgwyddau coesau draed. It's so
Oh,
much
thank you
better
for
in
that.
Welsh.
The subtitles are going to get very confused for this episode.
Yeah.
But it is great that the language is being preserved, and
It is. It's very important.
yeah. Although I think at the part of Wales that borders England, I think predominantly English is used, but I don't think you have to travel far into Wales for you to start to hear Welsh being spoken as the first language.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, especially now in today's culture, are very, very passionate about preserving it, and they should be.
Yeah.
Especially in the valleys, it's lovely. I really appreciate it, because even though I wasn't born in Wales, 15 years of my life I spent here, so it is an important part of who I am, Wales, and I feel like you feel the
Absolutely,
same as well, because you lived here
Yeah,
from
I do.
what?
Yeah. Well,
How
I
old
lived
were
there
you?
probably 20 years. I think I
So
was
it's-
1. Again, I was born in England, where my family lived, and then after I was born, when I was 1, they moved to Wales. Yeah. So yeah, I would say most of my life I have lived in Wales.
So we definitely support Wales in the rugby, so...
Yeah. But if they get knocked out, we can also switch to England as a backup. We're that loyal.
Oh, this road is fantastic.
Oh, it is, isn't it? What a peaceful place. Come on, guys. There's not actually nowhere for them to go, is there?
No.
Look at them go.
I love them. They're so cute.
I feel like there should be some majestic music playing at the moment, like dun 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 dun.
We used to have a TV show called Shaun the Sheep as well, didn't we?
Oh yeah, was that from Wallace and Gromit? That originated.
I think it was a spin-off, wasn't it?
It was a spin-off, yeah. There you are.
This road is tiny.
It really is tiny, isn't it? What's left of it?
It's like a combination of really old tarmac, muddy, watery, residue,
Gravelly.
moss, gravel, sheep poo, all mixed into one.
Well, apparently the road even narrows further here. Oh, we're just back onto the main bit. This looks like it's been repaired, doesn't it?
Yeah. Maybe some beeping is needed around these parts.
Might not be a bad idea, that. Although we haven't seen many people. We've seen one bike, haven't we?
Yeah. Water crossing.
Big old.
Whoa.
think I'm better off in the ruts. And in that like muddy sand in the middle.
This is a bit much for 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning,
isn't it?
isn't it?
Trying to get to Ireland. Capelifin. Single track road with passing places. Little chapel there. Looks like the cows are taken for milking on this road. There's a lot of cow muck. There's sometimes, if they're taking the cows to be milked, you can be waiting for like, I don't know, up to half an hour, I think, waiting for them to pass. I remember at home when, it always seems to be when you were in a rush, the cows would be crossing. Yep. And they weren't that long. I think they were about 10 or 15 minutes where we were, but it was still quicker to wait than go around an alternative way.
This looks like that really famous road in Ireland that people go to that has like the tree arches.
Ah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
A road here.
It's just how it is, yeah.
It's just how it is. These are my favourite type of roads.
Yeah. Fun, aren't they? But I'm not sure when we're going to get to this pass. There is also a chance that I've put the wrong route in here.
It's all good.
But not to worry too much if we don't get there.
So we are out of the trees and made it up into, I guess, the highland?
Yeah, it's got a bit of altitude here. It's nice and open now. You can see pretty far. So we must be coming up to the top of the pass, perhaps. But I haven't seen any markings or posts. There's quite a few cars up there, so maybe there's a hiking trail from there. Gonna get a nice reveal here, I think, maybe. Oh, don't go off the edge.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Can we see any dragons today?
Maybe a dragon. Oh, wow. That's nice, isn't it?
This is gorgeous. Scenery around us is incredible.
It is, it's spectacular. And we're riding almost on the grass here, this little single track road. As they say in Wales, bendigedig.
It's nice how you've got a lot of visibility though, even though they're quite small. There's not the hedgerows on this bit.
Yeah, at least I can see what's coming on this one.
It's like a roller coaster. Going
it is, yeah. The Big Dipper.
Are you trying to get me to leave my seat?
I am, yeah. Wow, this area is so beautiful. I mean, look at Wales. It's so open and it's not built up, is it? There's still lots of greenery out there. It's beautiful. Look at him. He's fantastic.
He's just like there as we came around the corner.
Wow, the blue of him is amazing.
And we've got honesty box eggs, £1 each.
They are big eggs. They must be duck eggs, I think, and all the chickens. And they make cider as well. But that peacock is beautiful.
Their post box says, caution, dragon roaming free.
There's so much nature around here. We've gone past loads of, but we've got a mouse.
Mouse, baby bunnies, sheep, goats, peacocks.
And this place, chickens all over the place. Wonderful. All right, let's carry on.
Back in the hedgerows.
Yeah, back in the tunnel. Got a tunnel vision again. I don't know, is there anywhere else in the world that has so many hedgerows?
I don't think so. I mean, certainly nowhere else in Europe.
That's all I can think of. Obviously they do have hedges, but like this, to keep the cattle in and stuff in the fields. It takes a lot of work for the farmers to keep it trim. Oh, we're back into a 20 zone. Do you want to get off and walk, Em? Or?
Can do.
I actually heard that they were taking away the 20 zone and putting it back to 30 in a lot of places with additional cost.
I mean, I get it in like on a road where there's a school, or you know, in cul-de-sacs that we have here. They're really common with like really, really tight roads. I kind of get it, but for on a road like this, it's a bit, you know.
Yeah, it's a bit
silly.
daft, isn't it? And araf on the road means slow. I just saw a signpost for the Brecons there, so I think that's where we'll be heading next. Well, this cafe should be around here somewhere. It's called the Honey Cafe, or restaurant.
Okay.
I think we've just got about time to stop there, and then we need to make sure we get to that ferry on time. Right, here we are at the Honey Cafe. It looks really nice, doesn't it? Oh, lovely Caterham 7. It's just in time because I'm pretty hungry, so we can get some breakfast here as well, I think. So we went out of our way to come to the Honey Cafe here, but they said that there's a coach arriving in about 15 minutes, so they refused to take our order for food, which is quite disappointing really, because we don't have another 30 minutes to wait to place our order. So we're just going to head off. We did order 2 coffees, but if they come now, we'll probably head off soon. The coach has just pulled in, but I feel like they could have made us our breakfast before the coach came. They did have 15 minutes, but oh well, it is what it is. We're going to have to get back on the road now because we have the ferry to catch in a few hours and we don't really have too much time to wait about. But it does look a nice place, so if you're in the area here, it's definitely worth giving a go.
Okay, so we quickly left that cafe and hit the road again because we are on a tight time schedule today. And we did manage to get one decent oat milk flat white, which was very good.
Yeah, they did a really good coffee, but super disappointing in them that they wouldn't do us a breakfast because the coach was arriving in 10-15 minutes. I think that's pretty lame, that, really, when you stood there right in front of them.
Yeah, and other bikers were there too, waiting as well.
Yeah, it's not like an extra 2 breakfasts would have like brought the house down.
No. But we're here in Brecon, I think, at the moment, and we're heading to the Brecon Beacons National Park. Just riding through one of the little towns with its cute little houses.
But yeah, we should be up in the mountains in no time. I think we can see them in the distance just before. We're riding through the Brecon Beacons now. These are really, really fun, fast roads. Big sweepers, a few little tight turns as well. The scenery is lovely up here, isn't it? It's quite raw and exposed.
Feels like you're in the absolute middle of nowhere.
I think we are in the middle of nowhere.
It is, it's really raw up here.
Beautiful colours.
There's so much wildlife on these roads. I just saw another rabbit run across.
Ah, did you? Watch out for him. What is this one, Em? I think this is the Black Mountain Pass.
I think that's it. Up here in the Brecon Beacons National Park still.
Apparently it's a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, and there are average speed cameras on this stretch. They are really wrecking people's fun, aren't they?
Yeah, it's quite windy as well up here. But the views are fantastic.
The views are fantastic, aren't they? This is a nice place. This will be our last pass of South Wales. There's plenty more actually that you can ride around here.
There's the camera.
Oh yeah, it's an average one, so it's going to get you. I'm pretty sure it's not going to get this Swiss plate, but I'm not going to take any chances.
Someone needs to get a paintball gun.
Or a hacksaw.
Too far. Mine was
Too far.
cute.
Oh. Was it a pink paintball gun?
Oh, how raw and barren is this?
It is, isn't it?
We've got grazing cows on the left in the distance. Few speckles of sheep dotted about.
And that grass just about clinging on.
The road surface is very abrasive.
It is, isn't it? I feel like I'm riding on sandpaper, or yeah, it feels really rough.
Maybe you could ride the pass really fast and then just stop here for 5 minutes.
That's probably a good idea, actually.
Would that work?
It would, yeah. Wouldn't have to stop for very long, I don't think, to get your average speed down. Maybe that's what people do.
KTM and a Tenere out for a little Sunday morning ride.
Seen quite a few bikes out today.
We've got dark clouds, white clouds, blue skies.
A whole mixture.
The vibes. Feels like you're flying.
Does a bit, doesn't it?
It's so windy.
It is really windy, isn't it? Oh, it's getting a bit chilly too.
I've got my heated vest on, so no complaints over here.
Have you ever not got your heated vest on?
Nope.
I think you've got the most value for money out of that vest. Like, in constant use. It's that guy with the high vis over there. Has he got a...
Yeah. If
He's
you
probably
want
just... He's probably just a cyclist, but he looks like he could be a zapper. No, just a cyclist.
Here we go over the top now.
Wow, got a nice view there.
They're like like rolling mountains. So they're bigger than the hills, but they're not quite big mountains that you get, you know, obviously in Switzerland and that, but they're just different, they're unique.
They are really nice. Well, we're making our descent down the other side of the Black Mountain now. Scenery's spectacular up here.
It is, yeah.
And the
because
road's
it's such a
awesome.
cloudy day today, it looks like a Black Mountain too. Like it looks quite dark.
It does, doesn't it? It's quite fitting. Oh, we got some great hairpins down here as well. It's a really nice pass, this one. Oh, there we are, we're just out the wind again now. Alright, once again, we're cutting it pretty fine for the ferry. We're supposed to be there for 1 o'clock for check-in. And according to the GPS, we'll be there at 12:55. But we've only got 112 kilometres to go. So I don't think it'll be a problem. But I'm glad we had time to take in a few of these roads in South Wales. Initially I had planned to do a lot more of South Wales, but the only ferry crossing that we could find for today was quite early, so I had to cut my route a little bit short. But still, I think we saw the best bit.
I think there's endless roads here in South Wales and North Wales especially. Routes, there's so many off-road tracks. You could spend a lifetime exploring.
The green laning scene here in the UK is spectacular. There's they're like bridle passes, or you know, like the old roads where people would go with their horses. They were never tarmacked, but they're still technically classified as a road, so you have the right to ride on there. So there's there's a whole big green laning society here in the UK. I think a few years ago with my dad and brother we hired I think the 125s or Yamaha 150s, and we spent like 3 or 4 hours doing like a little guided tour around the green lanes, and it was so much fun. There's like parts you don't even think you would be able to go through, and yeah, with a guide it was great. You knew all of the ways to go. Something I'd like to do again, I think.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
We are on our way to the ferry in Fishguard. We've only got about 28 miles to go, about 47 kilometers, and we should be there in the next 47 minutes, arriving 8 minutes ahead of schedule. But it's always stressful when you have a ferry to catch, and you want to do a few things beforehand. But I think it'll work out perfectly.
There's the sign for Fishguard.
Yeah, we're just 10 minutes out from Fishguard. We've made really good time. We're about 10 minutes early as well, which is good. So we should be able to see the sea coming in soon. And I think we got Cardigan Bay will be just on the horizon soon. But it's a really nice area here as well, isn't it? The little ride we did through the country. It did start to rain a little bit, but it's stopped now. I thought for a second we were going to be able to ride into the UK and out of the UK without it raining on us, but it did.
I don't think you can class that as rain. It was spitting. It was barely spitting. It was like fine fog mist.
Fine fog rain, alright.
I think we've done pretty well considering it's May. But it is known as the driest month, so
yeah, statistically May is the driest month in the UK, and that's why we chose it.
I will feel a lot calmer once I know that we're at the ferry, because I'm a little bit nervous.
Once you've checked in. It is, and it's
our
like
passports for this, aren't we?
I'm not sure. What's the agreement between UK and Ireland? Do they have an agreement?
I'm not sure, but I think we'll need passports here.
Oh, okay.
Maybe our Swiss passes too, so they don't stamp us.
Yeah, actually that's a good idea, because they will stamp us otherwise.
Yeah. And then if they don't stamp us on the way back.
No, they won't. Oh, I am getting very hungry though, are you?
Yeah. It's nearly 2 o'clock and we haven't eaten today. It was the same yesterday. We skipped lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
Didn't end up eating till 10 o'clock.
Our plans were thwarted by the Honey Cafe.
They were.
There's
It's alright.
Yeah, there's nothing worse. You get to somewhere, you get off your bike gear and stuff, and you get settled, and then they say no, you can't order food until the coach has come. So yeah, that was a waste of time.
It was a nice coffee though, and the place was beautiful on the outside. It's just one of those things, isn't it? We're just hoping that black cloud doesn't open on us just as we're about to waiting for the ferry. That's all.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
thinking about.
sat outside and waiting, and it gets pouring down.
20% gradient.
It's quite a gradient. That's quite steep, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I'll just go in first gear in case we have to stop.
Shadow was screaming at you to change gear then. He was like, please.
He's fine. Second gear is fine for 20% apparently. Right. We're going to be able to see the bay from here.
Wow.
Hey, there we go. Oh, there's our boat, I think. The Stella line, I think we're on. Can just about see it.
Okay, it's quite a big ship. I think I might
massive.
take seasickness tablets for this one.
You think so? Have you got them with you?
Yeah.
How long before you need to use them should you take them?
An hour, but the ferry's 3 hours, so even if the first hour's rough, at least I'll make it the next 2.
Well, it doesn't depart for another hour, so you just in time.
Because the lady at the cafe, when I said to her, we're heading for Fishguard, that's why we're in a bit of a rush, that's why we won't be ordering, she was like, oh, I take that ferry all the time, it's a really rough crossing, and I was like, oh
dear.
No, in our luck, we'll get on it and there'll be like a thunderstorm.
Oh, we have had pretty good crossing so far. I think we'll be okay. That's a cute little village, isn't it? These little houses. Is this Fishguard? That's a nice house, isn't it? I like that one.
It smells like fish.
Yeah, it smells like the sea, doesn't it? Have I just driven into a paying display? A car park? Yeah, I have, haven't I? That's not what we wanted.
Maybe it goes through?
Well, it might do, actually.
Reckon you could get
Now, I would drive through there, but I think...
It says CCTV. Stop.
Huh?
It says CCTV.
Well, I don't know if it actually does go through the other side. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the road here. Sorry. Alright, try again. Oh, that octopus house is cool, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not as dark as you think as well, Sean, if you flip your visor up.
Is it not?
It's not.
There we go. Oh yeah, it's pretty light actually, isn't it?
I can't see this ferry being busy. I could be completely wrong, but I can't see it.
No, I can't either. There can't be that many people heading to Ireland on a Sunday afternoon. That's not a bad little town centre, is it?
No, it's nice.
Last invasion of Britain peace treaty was signed here in 1797.
Interesting.
There we are, looks like we've made it.
Mission complete.
Well, the shack looked good, didn't it?
It did. It looked lovely.
We got some more chips if we were a bit earlier.
I need at least 3 days to recover from chip shop chips.
What time is it now? We've got 9 minutes. 9 minutes early. Perfect timing. Do you want anything from Tesco?
I'm alright, I think. Do you want anything from Tesco?
I don't think so. I think you've got enough supplies, didn't you?
I got a few bits. I mean, it's the Stella line, isn't it? So they're going to have stuff on board. It's a captive audience.
That's
but we do need to get the passports out straight away.
Non-ticket holders, coaches only 2 to 6.
Yeah.
Looks like everyone's just using this number 4.
Nice one. So we've got Sean and Emily.
That's right, yep.
I've got to say, just the two of you travelling, got no one either of you.
I hope not.
Right, so when you go through security, out the other side, put yourselves into lane 1.
Yep.
Okay, I think they're boarding already, and what they'll try and do is get you to the front of the queue and get you boarded as soon as possible.
Super.
Perfect.
Strap down, so if one of you holds onto that. So yeah, if you want to join on the back of the queue here, out the other side, lane 1.
Super. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have a good
Cheers.
journey.
Got your bits and pieces.
Yeah, we're all good. Thank you. Bye bye.
It's just like a customs check, I think.
Ah, okay. It's a scary room, though.
Yeah, it's a border control. It is, isn't it? I guess if it's raining, they can like take stuff out of the car without it getting too wet.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Is that okay? Thank you. Have a lovely day.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Cheers. Thank you.
Yep.
Harmless enough.
Lane number 1, I think he said, didn't he?
Yeah, lane number 1. So you'll have to join us in the next episode as we head over to Ireland and take this ferry, because it's going to be an epic adventure and it's Sean's final country in Europe.
Yeah, I've never been to Ireland before, so this is the next chapter in our adventure. So yeah, join us in the next episode as we explore Ireland.